Okay, this is a stretch called eye focusing, and it's for our eyes. Again, where you normally are sitting like this at the computer all day looking at the same screen, and we don't really take time to adjust our eyes throughout our working day. Of course, we drive to and from work, and we also go to lunch and do those things. So there's a little bit of that that goes on. But generally, we're looking at a document, we're looking at a screen. So all I'm going to do for this eye focusing exercise is take my focus away from my computer screen, and I'm just going to take my hand and bring it in close, and I'm going to try to focus on my fingerprints, the little ridges in my fingers. I'm going to try and see those, and then I'll move out as far as possible, and then I'll move in mid-range, and then close again, and then back out. And after I've done that, I'll pick a spot across the room. Maybe I'm doing this out of my cubicle or in my seat in my cubicle, and I'll just look across the room at a spot up in the ceiling or on the wall, and I'll try and focus on that and see if I can actually see it. And you may feel your eyes are a little dry or a little tight, and so you can blink your eyes and try to do that focus. So that's for our eyes. For our jaw, again, because a lot of times we do talking on the phone or into the Zoom calls and all of those. So all we're going to do is close our lips, and we're going to try to open our jaw with our lips closed. So in this case, we'll close our lips, and you'll see my jaw try to extend out. So my lips are closed, and you should feel a nice little stretch in the muscles that connect the lower jaw to the upper jaw. And so again, keeping our lips closed. And then the next thing that we can do is a chin tuck. And all we're going to do is take our chin and try and tuck it down to our chest, right? So our chin into our neck. And then once we reach the full range of this motion, what we're going to do is just take a couple fingers and push back and up, and you should start to feel a little bit of a stretch right back here in the neck. So again, and I know we're all thinking, I don't want to see my double chin. It's okay. We want to tuck it in. And you're not going to see a giant range of motion there. You will feel a little stretch back in this portion again of your neck. Okay. Our next exercise, our next stretch for our neck is simply going to be trying to touch our ear to our shoulder. So we can do this with our natural range of motion, and you'll start to feel a little tension build up here, and then you'll feel the stretch on the opposite side right here. So once we get to the point where we feel like, oh, I can do this natural range of motion, if I want to increase it, I can just take my hand and pull my head a little closer to my shoulder, trying to touch that ear to the shoulder. And you'll feel a bigger stretch right through here. So again, opposite side. Okay, very good. And then lastly, we can just do a neck roll. So from the center, we'll just tilt our head down, and we'll roll our neck and head all the way back, all the way over to our left, and back down. And you can rotate the opposite direction. And you can do that 10, 15 times if you like. You can also just look up to the sky. So we're just bending our neck backwards. And again, trying to stretch out everything in our lower jaw and in our neck and the front of our neck. And we're just trying to extend our chin upward when we do this. So I'm going to tilt my head back and then try to push my jaw forward. And you should feel the stretch right through here, and then the back of the neck, and then down through the front of your throat and under your jaw. And those are a couple exercises to help with the neck. A lot of times we sit at our computer, such as this, but our screen is off center. So we turn our neck this direction, and we'll get that pain build up, right? Our discomfort right up in here. And so we want to do these next exercises. Actually, what we want to do is bring that screen so it's centered right in front of us and to our keyboard, to our nose, and to our chin. But it's good to do these neck stretches as well so that we keep the tension loose.